In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the glute bridge. And this is one of the best exercises in terms of building that booty. We're going to start on the ground, come all the way down to a lying position. So from here, we just want to have a natural curve in that lower back. So we don't want to press it all the way down like that. And we don't want to have it really arch. Just that natural arch on the ground. In terms of where your foot position should be, we also want to make sure that it's not out too far and that it's coming in so that there's only about a shoe length from your bum and your heels, and you're also going to want your knee to be right underneath that ankle. So from here, with your feet about hip width apart, place your hands down by your hips. And I always like to have people first engage those abdominals, so bringing the navel into the spine so that your abdominals and your glutes are working together and activating. Your abdominals come in, and then as you lift up, you're squeezing your bum to create that straight line. Now often what I see for women when they go to do this move is they come all the way up. Ow, I just got a little hamstring swing. Whew. They come all the way up to here, and then they start to see that their lower back is taking over. So that shorter range of motion where you're just focused on tilting the pelvis to full rotation and then coming back down to that natural curve in the spine is going to protect your lower back and your quads, the front of your legs, from taking over in the move. We want it just to be the bum doing the work. So coming up from here, engage the abdominals. Exhale, lift, pause for a second, and then come back to the starting position. Once you're feeling really good and comfortable with that variation, you can try this with one leg. So again, same position. You're gonna extend one of the legs out, and then when you go to lift up, you're gonna press through the knee that is bent. That foot is gonna press into the ground. Engage the abdominals. And lift. In this position here, but sometimes people can see people putting this leg up too high. You just want it coming straight out of the hip and then coming back to the starting position. And then you want to make sure you do that on both sides. Engage abdominals, squeeze back. Once you feel like that is good for you, you're going to move on over to using either a bench or perhaps an elevated surface. So one tip I have with the bench is putting it into this declined position, and that's going to allow that your back can roll nicely up and down instead of being in that straight flat position. So when you go to set up, it's going to be the same as your glute bridge. We just want to have it that your back is up against the bench. So from this position here, you're just going to get yourself into where is comfortable. So you're going to find that comfy spot with your shoulders on the bench. And then from here, it's still the same cue. So your abdominals are in, your glutes are engaged, and as you go to lower down, you want your chin to follow. So for me, if I were to try to bring my bum all the way to the ground here, it's gonna really hurt my lower back, and that might feel the same for you. So you're just working within that range of motion that your glutes are activated, and not to that full extension where you're putting your bum towards the ground and then your lower back is rounding all the way over. You're just working with the natural range of motion of the glutes. So from this position here, your abdominals are engaged, your glutes are engaged, and then your chin follows. Come up. The other thing I see a lot with women is when they come up, they do this. So we want to make sure that when we come up, we're just working with that natural range of the pelvis, not coming all the way up to here, and that your chin is always staying in line with you. With these two variations, start exactly where you're at today. Over time, you'll be able to add weight. Perhaps you'll be putting a barbell on your hips. But where you're at right now is just really building the foundation and making it so that all of these movements that you're doing are giving you the results that you desire. So we don't want you guys doing movements without having the right muscles firing and without protecting your bodies so that you guys can really get the transformation that you're hoping for.